Next up, Jaya. How are you today?
I'm worried about you, Doctor. And the fingerprints on the bottle? Sorry, I dropped it.
Well, that's not good. What's the news about
I've
Marianna?
been reviewing your files. I know, I'm sorry, a bit naughty. But have you considered that Marianna may have murdered Dr. Dekker because of the money she owed him? She had most to gain. She got all the money if he died. And it makes most sense, doesn't it?
Wow. What? Oh, why are you worried about me?
You just seem a little different from the person who turned up all those weeks ago. You don't talk to me as much as you did. You flitter between patients in a daydream. Tell me what things are bothering you.
Do you think I'm going insane?
Don't joke about going insane, Doctor. That's one thing I can't let happen on my watch. If you become insane, then I'll snuff you out.
How are you coping with the grief?
I think I'm okay with the grief now. My mother died suddenly, and I think I was projecting Dr. Dekker's death to be about her. I know they're not related.
How did your mother die?
My mother died suddenly, like Dr. Dekker. For her, though, it was different. She burst into flames. I was 7. They said she must have been smoking and drinking on the sofa, but she doesn't smoke or drink. Professor Alderby said it was spontaneous combustion.
Huh?
Dr. Dekker's prescription pad is still missing. I'll let you know if it turns up.
Tell me about the doctor.
I didn't know anything about that. If I have any grievances with my employer, I spit in their coffee. I hope that's how you like it.
You have grievances with Dekker.
Don't become like Dr. Dekker. I think that somebody killed him because he was using them. There's some footage I can't show you because it would affect you too much. Suffice to say, when Marianna told him she could breathe underwater, he wanted the same power for himself. So instead of trying to cure her of it, he'd try and amplify it to see how it worked, so he could imagine it for himself. I think he did that with all his special patients. I think he wanted all of their powers. If you believe in that sort of thing.
Who were the special patients? Okay, that's on here.
Any patient who presented with psychokinetic issues, they were his special patients. Towards the end, he began ignoring all the other cases. Most of the patients saw it as a curse, what they were experiencing, what they were unwittingly doing. Dr. Dekker saw it as an ability, a power to be harnessed and used for, well, God knows what he was going to use it all for. So we made them give in to it, and it consumed them, consumed all of them. Whether you believe any of that or not is your choice, but they did, which made them angry. And that's why I think he was murdered by a patient.
Did you snuff Dekker
Dr.
out?
Dekker
Oh, that's
had,
on here as
in
well.
my opinion, become clinically insane, and it was rubbing off on the other patients. Maybe I would have put a stop to it, but I didn't need to. The grandfather paradox did that for me. Dr. Dekker killed his grandfather by going back in time. At least he thought he had. An earlier version of himself knew this would happen, so to prevent him from preventing himself from being born in the first place, he took an overdose, sleeping tablets and alcohol. At least that's how he explained it to me before he did it.
Who do you think murdered Dekker?
It's not your job to find out who the murderer is.
Well, it is,
it's
really.
The police. You can only point them in the right direction. Murder is a means to an end. There's a lot more going on here you should be thinking about.
Do you think it's real?
A fictional space god that's resting at the bottom of the Atlantic. It's not likely, is it? Or maybe you think it is. Have you spoke to Marianna today?
I'm not sure
Your
patients
patience will always be a bother, but you're caring for people. We do still care, don't we, Doctor? In a few weeks' time, there'll be a whole new bunch of faces with a whole new bunch of quirks. Let's not have a whole new doctor, shall we?
Okay. How does you know? How does you know? You know. How does she know? Marianna said she could.
I spot check the sessions. I know I shouldn't, but it's for the safety of everyone. Checks and balances, remember?
Okay. Is. Oh God, how do you spell spontaneous? There you go. Is spontaneous combustion.
According to Professor Alderby, people can will themselves to die. Some people will have heart attacks, some people will have strokes. Those who are truly despondent, they're the rare few that spontaneously combust. I'm not sure if I believe in all of that.
Do you think? Do you think your mother? Do you think your mother willed herself? Do you think your mother willed herself to die?
I don't know. It doesn't fill me with any sense of self-worth, if that helps.
What? What else? What else is? What else is? What else is bothering me? What else is bothering me? Question mark. S. Oh, psychokinesis. Maybe. Two questions in one there.
Yes, that is a worry. I agree.
My memory.
Your memory is exactly that. Your memory. If people are telling you things you don't remember, then they're probably making them up. Deep down, only you know.
How? How are you going? How are you going to stop me? Stop me going crazy. How are you going to stop me from going crazy?
I'm worried.
Okay, that's still right. What do you mean? What do you mean by snuff me out?
Kill you. I'm just joking. Maybe.
Okay, that one I needed. What do you mean by power?
I once spoke to a patient here who claimed to be able to teach me how to get inside other people's dreams. But how would you know if that worked? Have you had any strange dreams lately, Doctor?
Well, I'd rather not say, thank you very much. You also bother me.
Why do I bother you, Doctor? Don't say things like that. Dr. Dekker said things like that, and it didn't turn out that well for him.
What do you believe in? What do you believe then?
Because of what happened to my mother, I believe people could change the world with their minds. I think it's dangerous to have that ability, and I think that you and me, we're helping people rid themselves of these dangerous thoughts and a whole load of other issues at the same time. People pretend to believe, and they have a different agenda. They're the ones you need to watch out for. They have boundaries, and they are prepared to break them.
Hey, and Jaya is green and complete.